This isn't your typical couples podcast. We're more than just husband and wife.
Yeah, baby, we homies.
I know that's right. Come hang out with the flyest, realest,
most hustling couple you know.
and get authentic, uncut perspectives on love,
Fly shit,
and everything in between.
let's go.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing?
I'm Jenna
And I'm Donay.
and welcome to another episode of the Love and Fly Shit podcast. Today we have a really important guest here, Miss Kendra G.
How you doing?
She is a media personality, a radio host, and she's also the creator of a very cool dating game for
Yes.
singles.
Yeah, and also my own dating app, Kendra G Singles.
Okay.
Yes, so we got an R girl.
Yes. So she's here to talk to us about her game, about, her love life.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yes, we're going to get all the way into
Oh,
it.
y'all know about. Okay, I got you.
Okay. So, Miss Kendra G,
Yes.
welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys
for
for
coming.
having me. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes.
ACL.
ACL, yeah, you're here just for a few days, so we had to tap in with you
Yes,
and sit down and talk to you more about what you have going on right now.
Yes,
In
yes.
particular, your dating game.
Yeah, so if you don't know the backstory, Kendra G Singles Live, like as you mentioned, I'm a 20-plus year journalist in radio and television. Our world got shut down in COVID, and I was in a relationship, and we broke up, and couldn't go nowhere, so everybody was connecting via Instagram Live. Shout out to D-Nice, because he had the music going. So I was like, if I feel this stuck in a house single, I guess there's other people that feel this way during this pandemic. So literally, I went live on IG one night and said, okay, if you're single, I'm going to hook you up. And because I come from media, I knew the first night, I said, if I take this serious, I'm going to change my whole entire life. I've been interviewing people since I was 19. Now, for the last 5 years, I've just been interviewing primarily single people. So up until this moment, I have interviewed at least 15,000 single people. And sometimes I do interviews and they put relationship expert. I don't consider myself a relationship expert. Consider myself, I have data. Like, I have relationship data. When you have that much conversation plus life experience, not on a dating app. So any information I give is things I can back up with receipts because I have the information to go with it. So it's been a crazy journey. My radio career was extremely successful. I interviewed everyone you could think of. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama. I mean, everyone you could literally think of. And I remember I had like 100K followers on Instagram. Started talking to single people. Now we at 1 million. So I guess y'all don't really care about celebrities like that. Y'all want to find love.
So, do you think people go on your show to go viral or to find love?
Two things. I do think we have clout chasers, that people that want to use the moment and they want to take advantage of it. So that absolutely happens. But then I do think there's a large portion that wants to find love. And what happened as my show grew, it kind of grew bigger than even I imagine, to a certain degree. So now there's like reaction channels. So now some people on the social media show, sometimes they might be a little afraid because they know they might be somebody's reaction channel and them breaking them down. So that's why the dope thing about the Kendra G Singles dating app, we now have the live show on the app as well. And those videos stay within the app. So you can say, okay, I want my video also on YouTube. Well, I only want it on the app. And the people on the app, they can watch you and they can get to meet you when you're already on the app. So we have a safe space on the Kendra G Singles dating app.
How have social media changed dating compared to when we had to meet in person?
Oh my God, let me tell you something. Stop talking about your grandma's times. Really stop talking about 10 years ago.
Right.
It's over. It's a new playing book. Social media changed the game forever, okay? And I argue with my guy friends all the time about who's the prize, because I still believe the woman is the prize, and I still believe the woman is the prize. But a lot of women are chasing men. So if you're chasing the guy, then that guy is the prize. So what happened with social media, the biggest thing is access. Before, in person, you settle down with the best option in your face.
Right.
Now you have an Instagram page, right? And then also women have been able to increase their pretty. Like, let's break this down. Women, I'm wig down, makeup down. I ain't wake up like this. I still wake up pretty, but I'm not a fool. I know this does increase my pretty, right? Now my body real, okay? Got it from my mama. But women are now buying bodies and they're like, you got a stomach, get rid of it. You ain't got no ass, go buy it. So now there's a large portion of men you never had access to because you didn't fit their pretty meter, right?
Yeah.
Now you're on their pretty meter. But what's happening is this is where the situationships come in because it gives you a chance to have a situationship with this exciting guy who's probably attractive, has money. Something about him made you break your rule, that your standard, right? And now he's the standard of what you look for in a husband. But he was never even your boyfriend. And he's probably never gonna lock you in. But because you have that experience, like he flew you out one time, now every guy that wants you, they gotta fly you out. And it's like, but the guy that was a weekend, that wasn't a lifetime deal. So women's moments with men have changed and they want this guy that a lot of women want to settle down with them and only them. And they're having challenges. And now going back to what I said about the prize, now the guy feels like he the prize because back in the day, like the side chick wasn't as sensational as the wife, right? It was always like you kind of lowered. Now, I don't want to call women side chicks, but they're sensational women that are tolerating bullshit.
Yeah.
And when you have sensational women who are very attractive, have careers, well-spoken, when they have started tolerating and lowering their standards, these men know like, well, if you don't get with my program, I'll find another woman that does.
Because y'all got access to too many women. Like
Yeah,
you just
they
said.
have
But men
access.
always had access to too many women.
Not like they do now.
Not all men though. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like social media, because of the DMs and because of the comment section, but I kind of want to bring people back to reality. If you can't call, if you got to go to the hospital at 2 a.m., that man should know what your vagina feels like, looks like, tastes like, none of that. Because what's happening is I hate all these categories. High value. No, I don't care if you got $1 million in the bank and if I need you and you don't show up, you are no value.
Okay.
The person that has value is
that's
the
right.
person that shows up for you when you really need them.
Exactly.
And right now, y'all just looking for weekend fun times, pop bottles in the club. Who's gonna show up for you when your mother dies?
Yeah.
Who's gonna show up for you when your father is not breathing?
Yeah.
Who's gonna show up for you when you lose your job and now you need some extra money to keep you going? That's the high value man.
For sure.
Not the man that is 6 feet, not the man that looks good, not the man with $1 million in the bank. High value is the man that's gonna show up for you.
So
Period.
Do you have an idea type of man you like?
You know, I would say, I think because I come from entertainment, right? So I always say this, like very early on, I did all the things you're supposed to do. I went to college, met an amazing man, electrical engineer, we got engaged. What I loved about my engagement, we were both very serious. Like if we do this, divorce is not an option. And I encourage every person to make that deal because what it does is it causes you to take marriage seriously. Because if you take marriage off the table, like no matter what, between me, it's like me and you or Jesus. That's it. So what I've learned in that relationship, we had the love, but our life plans were different. And one of us would have to give up their ambition in order for the unit to work. And normally it's the woman, right? Normally the woman just kind of goes along with the guy's plan. And then sometimes roles reverse, you know, within it. In my case, I was so ambitious, but I also had a very unpromising career. I was a radio personality making $7 an hour with big California dreams.
Oh, wow.
And my ex-fiance had the legitimate job. He was an electrical engineer. You know, I'm going to move up in the company.
Yeah.
It's the sure bet. But I could not make that sure bet. I had to go out and become who I needed to become. And I won. Like everything I wanted to do, I did. So along my dating process, I met a lot of great guys, but no one that I would sign my life over to.
Okay.
And then one time there was a moment I was in Chicago and I asked God, I was like, God, why you keep sending me right now men? And he said, because you a right now girl.
Dang.
Like if a guy came to you, no, this is real talk.
Yeah.
I always want, I live in California now. But my radio career took me from Philly, Atlanta, Cali 1 year, back to Chicago, a big portion in Chicago. But I always knew I was going to end up in California. So if a great guy came up to me in Chicago, was like, I think you dope, let's get married and have a family, I would have said no, because I knew this wasn't my final stop. So guys, like, I can't send you a permanent guy because you're not in your permanent spot. So enjoy the moments, have fun, and this is why you're not meeting that long time forever person, because you're not here for a long time. You're here for a short time.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
powerful. Very powerful. Do you feel like you're in that position now or that spot now where you need to be to meet your forever person?
I think, well, I met my forever person because I wake up with her for every single day. I'm my forever person.
Oh,
like
wow.
everyone is always looking for the one. Get a mirror. You are the one. You're the only guaranteed person that you have in this lifetime. Everybody else is just a supporting cast to your monologue movie. Whether you're spending this time together or whether, and y'all break up or, the good Lord takes them home. Everybody in your life is for a moment, maybe a season, a lifetime, a few years. So the one is a myth. You are the one. So I'm never looking for the forever one because I'm the one. Now, is there a person that we can spend more time with? Of course. Let's see how with a dating app. Of course I'm dating.
Well, speaking of the dating app,
yes.
tell us more about this app.
Yes. Okay. So the dating app, Kendra G Singles, which I'm so proud of because we grew from an Instagram live show to Facebook to YouTube. But, I speak about this often and I feel like I want all people to have the audacity of a white man. And I say that because, see, white men get the privilege to say, I'm going to be the president. I'm going to be a billionaire. And no one chuckles. Like, no, you as a black person, and I always try to tell black people, we really got the sauce because if we say it's hot, point blank, period. So I loved that Instagram launched my show, but I want to be Instagram. Like, I love that I have a show on YouTube, but that's not my style. I'd rather be YouTube. So we released the Kendra G Singles dating app, and we recently released the live feature. So now we go live on the app, and it's the first ever dating app with the live streaming service that you can actually meet everybody in the app. And since I created the show, I mean, people have gotten married. There's Kendra G babies on this planet.
Dang.
I've been to 2 weddings. Shout outs to Amisha and her husband, Dr. Sutton. They're the end all to be all story. She was a TV anchor that came on my show living in Indianapolis. Her now husband was, I want to say, in New York, saw it. They got engaged a year after she came on my show. She came on November 2022. They got engaged November 2023, got married August 2024, and now they're pregnant with their first child. So I know it works. If you take it serious, then, you will find your person.
Okay.
To add on. to add on
To yourself.
So you want to get into the game?
Let's get into it.
Okay, so the game is, so I'm learning because y'all are married. And let me tell you something. She's so fine. He was like, I'm marrying you.
Thank you.
He was like, I'm marrying you. I don't know what you're doing at 5, but we getting married at 6. You're gorgeous. So,
thank you.
This is a game for single people because I don't want single season to be a depressing season.
Okay.
There's a lot of people right now that can't enjoy life because they're single. Break out of that shit. Let me tell you something. This is a time that you can focus on yourself. You can be selfish. Whenever I'm in a relationship, I have to compromise to a certain degree because now you have to think about somebody else. Well, in this season, you could think about yourself. And I don't want you to feel sad. Your worth is not determined on your relationship status. So if you're single, you are still worthy. I don't care if you're 300 pounds, 10 pounds, you are worthy because God said so. So do not be depressed right now, okay? I want you to have fun. So I created a card game and we got shot glasses.
Okay.
And it says, who says being single can't be fun? But I got 2 married people here. But married people can play it because we have done it. So I did pick out some cards in advance that I wanted to ask them, where I put my cards at, child, that I knew can go for married people. Okay. So you can, there's 3 categories. It's tell me the truth, risky business, and act it out. I'm going to pick tell me the truth for you guys.
Okay.
Okay, you want to go first?
Yes.
Okay. Is love enough if the money ain't right?
Damn.
Ooh.
That's a good question. Yes, in my situation, it is.
Oh, so if he lost his job, you got him.
He don't have a job. He's lost. He'll never lose it. He'll never lose it. And whatever he don't got or he loses, he can get it right back.
Okay.
So the money is not the thing with us. The money ain't going nowhere. The money we can always get.
Sure.
He can always get too. So it's like, yeah, love is what holds us together. It's the love, the chemistry, the passion.
Right.
It's how equally yoked we are.
Right.
It's, the fact that we we complement each other so well.
I love your answer. You should love her answer.
I love that.
And I think what you just said is what some men are fearing right now. Because a lot of women have a money requirement. And what women don't realize, listen, girlfriend, I'm never telling you to lower your standards. But when you say he has to make a certain amount of money, some men feel like, okay, so if I lose it all, are you still gonna be there?
Right. That's the
You
other
know,
side
like
of it.
that's the other side of it. So I think what happened with women, because, you know, we became financially blessed, and it makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna tell a woman to lower her standards, but you gotta understand what's happening here. Some women, I gotta say this, you might be the man of your dreams. As in, you know, you might be the person that's gonna fly yourself first class. You might be the person that's gonna take yourself to a high-end restaurant. You might be the person that's gonna fly yourself to Italy for the weekend. And if you are capable of doing that, you are a blessed human, because everybody can't do that, right? Now, there's no guarantee you're gonna find a man that can afford to do it and is gonna select you. Because that's what happens. But if you could do it on your own, let me tell you something. I live the life that I want to live because nobody can tell me anything different. And I got the coin to do it.
I know that is right.
Okay, now I'll give this one to you. Oh, this is a good. Oh, that's some good questions. My team, we did a good job. Okay, if your partner gained 50 pounds and didn't care, would you still be with them?
Definitely. I'll still be with her. And
I
I would
don't
constantly every day. She know I will tell her, like, hey, I would try to get her in the gym. I would try to.
But she's okay with it. What if she don't want to lose that extra
And she
50?
don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
And it's going on for how long?
Okay.
See?
Break it down from a male's perspective.
I'm just saying from a man, I'm saying like if I'm trying to help you, I'm doing other things. I'm changing the food that we eating in the house. I'm trying to get you gym memberships. I even hired you a trainer, and you still don't want it. I'm gonna be scared you're gonna start slacking on a lot of other things. If you start letting your self-appearance go, like you don't care about how you looking.
Okay.
That's big.
I have a whole story for this, but yeah, he's not gonna let me get out of shape.
Okay.
He's not gonna let me get out of shape. We have 2 kids together, and even before we had the kids, there was a point that I got out of shape. This man literally stood behind me, took a picture of my back, and showed it to me the next day, saying, "This is what your back look like right now. You did not look like this when we got together.
Yeah.
You need to fix this." And although I was like, "Did you really stand behind me and take a picture of my back?" I was like, "Damn, I didn't know my back looked like that. I need to get back in the
That's
gym."
what I'm saying.
Okay, so what? Because this is 2 things. I understand both point of views. I think people watching this will say, "Why can't you love her unconditionally? She just had your child." But then there's a male point of view of, "I love her regardless, but there's, you know, I still want to be attracted to my wife." So can you break down? Because they're gonna say you supposed to love her regardless.
No, I love her regardless. The love didn't change at all. But like, you still what I love to look at. I don't want to lose my attention and be looking all out the side. I'm with you. I'm looking all over. Like, damn, that's what she used to look like. I want to look at you. Get back to what I used to love to look at, baby.
And it's also a lifestyle thing. I feel like your physical appearance is a part of your lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so because this is our lifestyle and this is what we're used to, if I slack on that, he's right. That means something wrong.
Something wrong.
Something else going
I
on.
gotta start
Because
checking.
I care very much about my appearance and how I present myself.
Exactly.
And my health. You know what I'm saying? So there will be other issues involved.
if you let go like
50
that.
pounds is a lot.
Okay.
I think he would always love me.
I'm gonna love you
But that
always.
means something else. Something else went wrong. That was a perfect question
That
for
was
him.
a
Yes.
good one.
Yes.
This is the last question, and I know we gotta go. Now this might be a tough one.
Okay.
So it says, and y'all could both answer. Well, it's for the woman, but let's see. If you got pregnant and your partner didn't want the baby, but you did, what would you do?
Ooh.
I would still have the baby. He would just still be my husband.
I would just, I would just still be my baby mama.
Baby mama. Yeah, that's a great question. And I think that it's a valid question because just because we are married and happy don't mean he want a million kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the man usually has to be the financial provider.
Exactly.
And I think
There it
that
is. Yeah.
my show taught me the male's perspective. And the male's perspective is I'm responsible financially for this child. So we already got 2. Can I take on another mouth to feed? And if you and good men think like this, ladies, so do not be upset by this. A good man has a goal and a plan. It's like, can I take 3 kids to college?
Okay.
You know, can we
Good
not
point.
go
Thank
to we can't go to dinners because the financial burden is usually on the male's back. So I learned to understand the male's perspective. Before my show, all I knew was the woman's perspective, but now I get it. So I love the card game. So married people, y'all could buy the card game too. Kendra G Singles, who says single life can't be fun, but it's for everybody, child.
And not only that,
Yeah.
so I definitely understand how as singles, this is a good game to play with somebody else because you're going to learn a lot about
Yes,
it.
yes.
Because even with us being married for 10 years, his answers just taught me a little bit something.
Yeah.
So I think it's good for singles
That's
and married.
dope.
This is not just for singles, y'all. This is a good game. And we play a lot of little card games, but those were some good
gonna have to get
questions.
that.
We really thought about it. Again, this is what
Yeah.
happens when you talk to 15,000 people. You
Yeah.
start getting the questions that people are not answering that you could really figure out. And if you don't want to answer a question, you could take a shot.
There you go.
Okay.
That's gonna be a
I
dope
love
game.
it. We gonna start adding that to our sessions, our podcast sessions. Like, 'cause I want to hear the answers to some of your questions, even though we married.
Yeah,
So I love
Dope
it.
question.
I love
Girl,
it.
you got something with
You
that.
guys were amazing.
No,
Yes,
thank
I
you
wish
for
we had
coming.
more time.
Yes.
And next time you in Atlanta, you got to come and see us.
We are making it happen for
yes,
certain.
so we
Thank
can
you
really
so
have a
much.
good, long conversation.
Yes.
Get into your love life.
Get in your love life.
Oh, time's up.
Love and flash shit. We out.